This one goes out to all my ladies, all my multitasking mamas who need energy to show up at work and at home, all my empty nest explorers who need a little gut health support for the journey ahead. AG1 is the daily health drink designed to support whole body health with over 75 essential nutrients and pre- and probiotics, so you can make the most of every day and every decade. Learn more at drinkag1.com.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of The Reality Is. As always, it's Noor, and this is a crossover episode with Kendrick of I Cannot with Kendrick Tucker. We are talking about Big Brother and a whole bunch of hot topics. And if you want to watch the video episode or get an ad-free stream or both, you can go over to patreon.com/therealityispod. Enjoy. Bye.
Oh, yes, it's Saturday, and I got the perfect guest with me here today after this week, because every time something happened, my first response was, boy, I'm glad I get to talk to Nora this week, because there's been a lot of, as we call it, a lot of big face goofy shit happening in this house this week, and we definitely got to talk about it. So everyone, welcome my special guest this week, Nor of the Reality Is podcast. Hi, Nor.
Hi, Kendrick. I'm here, by the way, we're cross-posting this.
We're cross-posting, yes.
So if you're listening to this on wherever you're listening to this, if you want to see a video podcast to see what I'm wearing, you can go over to patreon.com/therealityispodcast.
Yeah, see, that just goes to show you that our friend Donnie is such a thoughtful person, and he does what I love. I always tell Donnie, listen, figure it out, and then I'll send money, okay? He knows the amount of meetings and stuff I'm in every day, and he literally comes to me, he's like, what about this? I'm like, that's the best idea in the world. Here's my money. Literally, I love that.
By the way, I'm going to Medieval Times with him on Sunday with Donnie and my children. I can't wait.
I am so, we have a friend, Raven, in common, who always, one thing about her, if she can be at Medieval Times, she's going to be at Medieval Times.
Oh my God, I'm going to message her. Oh
yeah,
my God.
please.
I had no idea that Raven was a Medieval Times head.
You would never think that, right? But no, she is down bad about me. Like, anytime she's in the city, her and her husband always go to Medieval Times. They love Medieval Times. And so now her love of it has made me like, okay, now I'm researching. I'm like, okay, I got to go to Atlanta to experience this or Orlando, because apparently that's a great one, to experience Medieval Times. I've never done it before.
I'm literally going to, I'm in a group chat with you and her, and I'm
yes.
to send this message. Excuse me, Raven. I just heard you're a massive, first of all, how the fuck do you even spell that word? It's not normal. It's not like medieval is not spelled the way you would. It's like medieval or something.
Exactly.
Like
that. I don't even try. I don't try.
I'm going on Sunday with Donnie. Please tell me what I should look forward to. Okay, there you go.
I love that so much for y'all. Oh, trust me. She's got tips and everything for you. I told her, I'm like, I got to figure out which city I want to go to first, and then I'm going to plan it, because I need to experience Medieval Times. Too many people are going and having a ball, and I'm like, I don't like missing out. It reminds me of that one Loki episode where they randomly went to like the Medieval Times and people were mad because they weren't in costume, and I'm like, I want to be Loki in that scenario. I like that.
I can't wait. I only know about Medieval Times from the movie The Cable Guy, because in that they go to Medieval Times. That was my only experience with it, and then I've seen like ads and stuff for it. But then I was like, I don't know how it started with Donnie and I, but I was like, let's fucking go. And then we're going to go.
Honestly, I feel like most places I wind up with Donnie, I don't know how I got there. I'm like, where am I right now? How did I get here? And it's always him that's having an absolute ball, like a ball. I'm like, okay, you worked your wizardry. Fine. All right.
I'm excited because my kids are going, and I do want Donnie to like tell the kids what, you know what? Frankly, as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to Medieval Times with my husband, and Donnie will be watching our children.
No, literally. He's like, Chelsea always says he's like A1 babysitter, because his nerves do not get flustered fast. Like, if you got the kid that's coming and wanting to be thrown in the pool, he would throw that kid in the pool for 3 hours straight. He's having a ball too. So,
Oh, it's
yes,
the
you
best.
got a
It's
good
the best.
babysitter.
Mm.
There you go. Okay, should we get into some hot topics? Oh my
First
god.
of all, yeah, we should get into hot topics. Number one being Kendrick. What did you eat for lunch today?
Oh my gosh. Okay, let me tell you. I told Noor I was like, on Fridays, I always wake up, I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But then I always around noon drive halfway across town and I go and get it's called Mosa Asian Bistro. I go and get it. I give me a couple of because I know I can't eat it all together because normally I have like either meetings or like a recording, like whatever. And so I'm like, okay, I'll give me a couple egg rolls because they make the best egg rolls. I'll get the egg rolls. I'll eat those now, and then I'll have my noodles. They're called Eddie's favorite noodles, but they call them Kendrick's noodles because I make so many changes. So, um, ever the nuisance. So
Of
I
course.
go in there, I get the Eddie's favorite noodles, which is I think it's normally like the M6 noodles. I get the M2. I like them flat. I like them a little thick, not too wide though, not too wide. Those are my. I
Mm-mm.
think it's the Singapore noodles is what they are.
Oh,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah,
those noodles, they come with all kind of stuff. I get mine with shrimp,
yeah.
add
Mm-hmm.
chicken. And, the one
Mm-hmm.
that you get it with is the one that gets more. So I like more shrimp than chicken because, the
Mm-hmm.
more
Mm-hmm.
expensive one. And then I add broccoli, I add mushrooms. It already comes with like peppers and all kinds of stuff too in there. And then you get to pick your spice level. I'm always a medium hot kind of boy. So I like the one right in between. I'm like, ooh, that's going to be perfect for me. All kind of seasonings and stuff. So after this, I am chowing the fuck down.
Oh my
Basement.
God. I'm so excited for you. I did go and find the restaurant and I found their I Googled them, I found their reviews, and I'm looking at their menu. And yeah, Mr. Eddie's favorite noodles, thin flour
Mhm.
noodles, sauteed onions, carrots, scallions, red pepper, garlic, and ground black peppercorn in a savory soy sauce. And to this, our boy Kendrick adds the chicken and the shrimp and the
Mhm.
broccoli
Mhm. And the mushrooms,
and
okay?
the mushrooms.
Yep.
Important.
Yep. Very important. Oh my god, I have a time. I make my coworkers go every single week, and if I don't get to go with them that week, I go myself on Fridays. I don't
You
care.
know okay, I am not like for Asian I'll eat sushi, but, like,
Mhm.
Chinese food in general, like, your General Tso's and all that stuff, it's really not for me, like, I just have, like,
Mhm.
never really been into it. It's good, but I think it's also, like, one of those things where oh, I'll tell you why it's not for me. It's because I ate a lot of it in college, and then I was like, "No more Chinese food because it's, like, cheap,
Yeah.
right?" Um,
Mhm.
but there's a place here that I must take you to. It's called Paper Lantern, and it's like a little place in Montclair in New Jersey, which is like right next to where I live.
We've talked about this place before. Yes, yes, yes.
They have this like cumin beef, and then they have this like the don don noodles, and then they have like this Szechuan chicken that it's so good. But okay, it's spicy, but it's that numbing spice. I fucking love the numbing because then I'm like, "Oh, I can't feel anything anymore." But you just keep eating more and more and more of it, and it's just so good. They have a mapo tofu, and I've never even
Mm.
had mapo tofu before, but it's so good. It's like an authentic Chinese yes, you can probably get, like, a chow mein or, like, a whatever, a General Tso there, but you don't. Nobody does.
Mhm.
They've got dim sum, they've got dumplings, it's so good. And you go there, they hand you an iPad, and they say, "Go at it. Keep
Oh,
adding to it if you need to."
oh, one of those. Oh, I love the places where they hand you the iPad. Okay. Ooh, okay. So next time I'm up there, we'll take a little trippy poo. We'll take a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
trippy poo. I love that.
yes,
Love
yes, yes, yes.
that.
Ugh,
Ooh,
so happy for you.
perfect.
Okay, go ahead. Hot topics, real hot topics
No,
now. Go ahead.
thank you for taking me down that journey. I'm so excited to eat after this. I'm so excited. Let's go over to the way Ultimate Girls Trip has been going, they said, hey, let's get California the hell out of the way first so we can get those losers off of here and we can really start having fun. And I said, Kendrick, you can relate because you don't want to see their asses either. So let's go ahead and get Beverly Hills out of the way. I was scrolling and I'm thankful for everybody that follows me on social media because without y'all, I don't go further enough to research my own questions when it comes to certain things. Beverly Hills is one of those things. So when I saw a bunch of white ladies in Ghana dancing, I said, hey, what's going on? I don't
Same.
like this. What's happening?
Same.
I did not know what was going on. So immediately people started telling me, "Oh, I think they're there for Boz's wedding." I was like, "Oh, what? Tell me, Boz, Bose, which one? That's
Bose,
how long."
Bose.
Bose, see, I ain't watching so damn long. They go to show you right there. Oh, Bose, okay. They're there for Bose's wedding. And I had no idea about this. All I saw was Kathy. Listen, if they break out any kind of attire or garb, I, I'm already not going to be watching next season because they haven't made nearly enough casting changes for me. But I bring this up because we got some big Beverly Hills news. We see that formerly of million dollar listing LA, Tracy Tudor is joining the cast.
Hmm.
Now, how do you
Hmm.
feel about this casting announcement?
Here's the thing, full disclosure, I don't give a fuck about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, okay? I have
Samesies.
not given a fuck about them or OC in the longest time. Now, I do hear that people had been talking about having this woman come on. Million Dollar
Mhm.
Listing is a show that I used to watch when I didn't have control over what I could watch. And what that means is that
Yes.
when I was folding my laundry in 2011 and I turned on my TV and I said, "What's on Bravo right now?" "Oh,
Mm.
it's a Million Dollar Listing Marathon." "Yeah, I guess I'll watch it." That's when I
Mhm.
used to watch Million Dollar Listing. And I've watched, by the way, the first 3 seasons of that fucking show probably 100 times because there was a time when that's all Bravo would play. It was like
Oh my
just
god.
Million Dollar Listing reruns over and over again. So I'm not familiar with this woman because I do hear that she joined much later, but I
Yes.
know that people have been campaigning for her to join Beverly Hills for a long time. To
Mhm.
that I say, I mean, I guess good luck. It's one of the most boring shows in the world. I tried to watch it this season, could not get through it. I was like, "What is this? What is this, honey?" I
Yeah.
couldn't deal with it. So, I mean, I guess if they're adding people that are gonna be exciting, sure. But, like, is if they're doing that and they're already filming, is Tracy on a flight to Ghana or is she gonna join later? How does that work?
That's my question because then and even if she shows up in Ghana, I'm like, "Wait a minute. You don't know that lady. Why are you at her wedding?" Like, that's
You do not
crazy.
know that lady.
That's
You don't know
crazy.
her. You don't know her.
Uh-uh.
Bose for a little while was sort of like right when she joined, she was, like, doing that show with Jimmy Fallon, and it was
Yes.
like she was doing a lot, and then she just, like it all just disappeared. I don't think it went any.
Yeah, I think it was a one and done season. One
Yeah,
and done,
but
so
okay.
uh,
I
yeah.
mean,
You know what? I feel like Bravo ended up replacing their constant million-dollar listing marathons with constant below deck marathons. So I feel
mm,
like I would get on
correct.
there and I'm like, okay, well, what's season 3 Kate Chastain doing today? Like, guess I'll find out. My remote is nowhere near me, so I guess I'm on this
Yes.
journey. Yeah.
Yes, yes. I'm gonna say as recently because we got rid of cable a couple of years ago, but like, yeah, as far as I could go, it went from like Million Dollar Listing reruns to Below Deck reruns. And it's funny because anytime I would talk to now, obviously everybody knows Bravo, whatever. But anytime I would talk to anybody about like, oh yeah, I love Bravo, they would be like, oh yeah, I've watched a couple of episodes of Below Deck, and I'm like, yeah, because it's all that's on TV is Below Deck.
Literally. And you know
Maids
what?
on a boat. That's what you
Doesn't
watch.
Doesn't it feel like segregation sometimes? It's like I feel like there are some people that are like, "Oh yeah, I watch Bravo. You know, I watch Below Deck, Million Dollar Listing." And then there are other people like, "No, I watch Bravo, meaning I watch fucking Housewives." Like, what are you talking about? There's such like
Yeah.
segregation going on that I've never really clocked before, but now I'm wondering how this divide came about.
Yeah, or like if somebody was like, "Oh yeah, I really gotten into watching Bravo lately. I've been watching the McBee Dynasty." I would be like, "You know what? We're
Please,
we're not
please.
simpatico, okay? It's
Mm-mm.
not gonna work out here. You and me are never gonna be friends."
No, that's not okay. Not okay. I don't like it. At
Uh,
all. Well, listen, Tracy Tudor, good luck, okay?
good luck.
I'm wishing it all the best for you. I
But
don't know, whatever.
by the way, it just clicked for me that her last name is Tudor, which is a type of house, and she's a real estate agent.
You know what? Oh my, listen, do not get me started on King Henry VIII. You know, I know way more than I should about that man. Way more than I should. And Donnie took me to see Six. I'm like, okay, the Tudors I used to watch with Henry Cavill and listen, I'm
And that
way too
man what
invested.
was the Tudors the one with that man from Bend It Like Beckham? Was that that one?
Is that
This
it?
is
Hold
I
on.
am Barbara Howard. I'm Barber Howard every single day of my life. I have no idea who these people are. Tudor is cast. Okay, let's see. Yeah,
Literally.
Jonathan Rhys Meyers. He was
That's
in Bend
it.
It Like Beckham. That's right.
I kept wanting to call him Ray Myers. I'm like, that is not the man's name. Okay. Yes, correct.
By the
Correct.
way, Jonathan Rhys Meyers, and then there also being a Matthew Rhys. You know what? Pick new names. I don't
Right.
like it.
It's
You
too
both are
much.
white. You're both are white. You're both from the UK. I'm gonna need one of you to give up a part of it. Jonathan Rhys Meyers, you're just Jonathan Meyers from now on.
Exactly, because I'm sorry, but the one that has all the Emmys, he's probably gonna be the one to keep the name. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, but her last name is Tudor, which is like so funny to me because I'm like, well, is that what you decided to be at? It's like if your last name was like Catherine Cape Cod, you'd be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna sell homes. They're all gonna be Cape Cod style houses.
I thought you were about to say fish for some reason. I
Or a
or
fisherman.
there we go.
Okay.
We'll let you live. We will let you live. Okay. There we
Wait,
go.
by the way, the clip of them like being in Ghana, of course the clip that I saw was like Jennifer Tilly and Dorit like in their plain clothes with like a scarf on, like a I'm assuming like a Ghanaian scarf on,
Right.
and doing a dance. I said, "Mm-mm,
No.
no, I don't like this. I hate
I'll
it.
I won't participate. Nope.
I don't like it."
Not for me.
You
Mm-mm.
know, sometimes speaking of segregation, sometimes
Speaking of Jim Crow, yes. Yeah.
sometimes I say to myself, "Hmm, maybe we should keep white people out of here." You know? It's not so much that I don't want black people to be able to go where white people are. It's that I don't want white people to go to where black people are. Black
This
and brown people should be allowed to go wherever they want, but white people, we need to start restricting their travel.
You should not be allowed to travel internationally to Ghana, even for a wedding. I will show this in court when we bring up this document. It's too much. Dorit, I want y'all to know, Dorit has solely stopped y'all from being able to travel internationally. And honestly, well, nothing I can do about it, okay?
There's nothing we can do about it. Yeah.
Nothing. Oh boy, let's move on to listen. Whenever they pop up in the headlines, I already know it's pure destruction. It's nothing good. Y'all, we have a Kim Zolciak and Croy Bierman update, and it is not a good one. So the headline said, first of all, I got the story from the reality recap, but now it's like, no, I'm sorry, the reality report, and now it's like making its rounds everywhere. But the article says Kim Zolciak and Corey Bierman's son arrested on sex crime charges. And for some reason, the picture is Kim and Croy's wedding picture. And I was like, oh, that's an odd choice, especially because I immediately seeing this, I probably would have kept scrolling, but my nosiness got the best of me. So very, very
Yeah.
odd, very odd. But the story reads Kim Zolciak and Court Bierman's teen son arrested on aggravated sodomy, sexual battery charges. So Kim and Coy Bierman's 15-year-old son has been arrested on charges of aggravated sodomy and aggravated sexual battery following allegations made by a teenage classmate. According to the court documents obtained by TMZ, the girl told police the alleged assault occurred April 23rd inside of a co-ed sauna at a Georgia gym. She alleged the teen continued initiating sexual contact after she told him no. The officer responded to North Fulton Hospital the following day, and the police subsequently opened an investigation. The teen was taken into custody August 17th and was being held without bond when reports were published. TMZ reported that the hospital examination did not detect male DNA in the alleged victim anywhere. Kim Croy and the teen's attorney had not publicly responded at the time of publication.
This one goes out to all my ladies, all my multitasking mamas who need energy to show up at work and at home, all my empty nest explorers who need a little gut health support for the journey ahead. AG1 is the daily health drink designed to support whole body health with over 75 essential nutrients and pre and probiotics, so you can make the most of every day and every decade. Learn more at drinkag1.com.
Like I said, we need to put a ban on white people travel. Okay. We need to put a ban on these white people because until we can figure out exactly what is going on here, in the words of whoever decided to do the Muslim ban, okay? We got to figure out what's going on
Hmm.
here with these white boys. Okay. First of all, horrific. So
Yeah.
sad. Secondly, that baby was an overgrown baby in a car seat like 4 blinks ago. So I cannot
Right.
believe that he is now 15 years old, wreaking havoc allegedly in to girls in his schools. Like this is so deeply fucked. I I
Mhm.
saw their dumb fucking picture and I said, "Oh, it was like 4 days ago. There was a video that had come out of like Croy making out with some woman at a park." And
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Kara Berry posted. She's like, "Who's recording this?" I was like, "Kim. Kim recorded it." And then because it was they were making out, then it was in TMZ or whatever, or like Dumois posted it. And then somebody went and interviewed Kim and her new boyfriend or something, being like, "Oh, did you see the video of Croy making out with somebody? What did you think?" And I was like, is this a light news day? I'm certain instead you can, I don't know, go stalk the heated rivalry boys again. I'm sure there's something more exciting to report. Why
Literally.
how much are they paying you to talk about them? Because nobody cares. So I thought when I first saw their pictures, I said, "Oh, it's some bullshit again." And then I read the fucking article and I was like, "Are you mad?"
Are you mad? Like, this is insane. Like, first of all, Kim and Croy, because I honestly, I wish this story. I hate saying all that, but I wish this story shocked me more than it does. But
Mhm.
the way Kim and Croy have been in the headlines the past couple of years, like literally, I haven't seen this much like body cam footage, and God knows how. Like it's been a minute since I've seen every single like TMZ article that I see about somebody is always accompanied with body cam footage for them. And I'm like, why are they constantly showing up to this house? And why is Croy constantly like frazzled, going out there talking to the police first, saying like she's gambled all the money or she's doing this, she's manipulative, this is happening, and then we hear from Kim later on. And so it's honestly, which one is on Next Gen NYC?
Ariana,
Uh,
their younger daughter. Yeah.
It almost shocks me that she's seen I don't watch that mess. I've only seen
I
episodes that I
know.
have to record with people,
I know.
but, it almost shocks me that she has turned out as level-headed as she has growing up in that environment. Because I can only assume it's been a pretty nightmarish environment, or maybe she got out before it got truly bad. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
No idea, but, ooh, this is a it's sad, sad, sad story, and
It's
I don't
super
know.
sad.
Right. I don't know this like the state of like I don't know who has custody of the kids, where they're living primarily. I know Kim has some new man, and I think Croy is dating like that man's ex-wife or something like that. Like it's all very bizarre, and it feels like most of the attention is not within the house. It's on calling TMZ, and that's always the worst part.
That's right, and I really would like somebody who is in Taylor Frankie Paul's ear to let her know that this is your future, mama. This is what you're heading
Oh,
toward. If you keep at whatever it is that you're doing, this is what you're heading towards, you and Dakota and any man that you decide to be with. Because it's very Taylor Frankie Paul.
yep.
It's exactly the same nonsense, and, like,
Mhm.
allegedly, Kim Zolciak was younger than Taylor Frankie Paul was when we first met her on Atlanta, allegedly.
Allegedly, child. That's still up for question, but yeah,
Yeah.
allegedly.
I think Ariana has grown up more, and hey, guys, go to my podcast to listen to the Next Gen episode that I'm releasing. Alright. By the time this episode comes out, the Next Gen episode will have already been out. So, yeah, you can go over there. But I think for Ariana, the reason why she is the way she is that she did start dating her loser boyfriend, Hudson, who is, like, the heir to the Zaxby's empire.
Man, I love me some Zaxby's. I do.
I
It's
do
now
too.
you gotta get a second mortgage, but God, I love me some Zaxby's. World's most expensive chicken tender.
She dated this kid since she was like a teenager or whatever. They were together on and off
Mm,
for like forever. She moves into New York City with him. And I think she realizes that when she is away from her family, she gained her power because I think that he kind of helped her like leave, as she said on the first season of the show, that her mom took all of her money. She's like, I've been on an influencer since I was a teenager, but I didn't really have any control of my money. And Hudson has helped me like get control of that. But now this season, she's broken up with Hudson because I think she realized that, oh, Hudson is also a weirdo. Like, I'm surrounded by a bunch of freaks. So I think that's how she's kind of like been able to grow up and expand out of it. But yikes, there's never good news coming out of the Zolciak Bierman clan. It's
Never.
never good. Apparently, Brielle's getting married.
Oh, well, I guess we can't say who's
Yeah, I guess
we
she's
can't
not available anymore for John
right.
Mayer for John Legend tickets. She might
Okay,
be able to blow somebody for John Mayer tickets, though.
maybe. Listen, that
Probably.
or her or Andy Cohen, you never know which one they
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
besties,
yeah.
so we might be shooting up the wrong tree, but goodness gracious, yeah, everything coming out of that house is always way too much. Obviously, it's a developing story. I probably won't follow it because that's a lot, but it's listen, the court records, all this stuff is out there. I hope the victim is okay. I don't know what all transpired, obviously, but our thoughts and prayers are with her.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
mhm. Last little hot topic. Well, last hot topic from me. Then I'll go over to you for a hot topic
Mhm,
that's going to lead us into Big Brother.
mhm.
Um, Kelly Potter, formerly Farrell. I don't even know. I didn't even bother like bringing up like all the stuff because it's been one thing after another. Okay, but Kelly is getting swung on left and right by this court system, by former employees, by people she's borrowed money from. Everybody is swinging on Kelly this weekend. I listen. They coming for garnishments. They coming for Tasha K so they can do interviews. They coming everywhere, and boy, is that a sad scenario. So Kelly, the latest kind of development is obviously on what was it, I think the end of part 1, but then we talked about it part 2,
Mhm.
the Gary of it all. Gary is this man that apparently she borrowed money from and was due money, and so he ended up I guess she hasn't been going to court much, and which is very weird, like, she gets sued a lot but won't go to court, so that's very odd, but he ended up winning, and I think it's because she didn't come, so and he proved his case. They gave him everything but, like, all the extra you know how people go like, "Well, she owes me 200,000, but also I'm very mentally stressed by her, so give me another million."
It's a very people's court. It's very people's court.
Very.
When they ask and then she's like, "Okay, you can get the money back, but no, your request for an extra
Yes,
$150 for the ticket that you had to pay to get here is denied." Like, that's
literally.
basically what yeah, yeah, yeah.
Very Judge Judy, absolutely. She's like, "Get
Yeah.
out of here, I'm not giving you that." And
Yeah.
so he got his I guess his main money back, the 250 that I think he was suing for, and then, like, he didn't get any of the other stuff. But then, out of nowhere, a former employee said, "Ooh, Gary, I see that you wanna garnish her, Real Housewives of Atlanta check. That seems like a good idea. Let me get on that train." So now she is trying to take Kelly to court to get her wages back because apparently she never got paid for, some services she did for her when she worked in a restaurant, and now she wants her money, and now she's trying to get a little garnishment. Kelly, let's I. Boy,
We are never gonna see that second location of Nana's Chicken and Waffles open, okay?
no.
Because this lady, who's this new girl's name? Let's see.
Oh,
Another garnishment. RHOA's Kelly Farrell faces former employees collection efforts. Now, what is hilarious is that this young woman who is taking her to court is making Instagram reels about it, like TikToks, which I think is so funny. But
day in
yeah,
the life.
yeah, yeah. Sanaya Casey, former Nana's Chicken and Waffles employee Sanaya Casey sued Kelly over allegedly unpaid wages after claiming she worked from July 8th through August 15th and received only one payment. She alleged she was owed more than $2,000 and sought 18,000. Girl,
Okay, now.
she was owed more than 2,000 and sought 18,788 in total damages, including lost wages, payback damages, and legal fees. Sanaya,
Girl. Oh,
okay,
ma'am.
okay, from July 8th to August 15th, that was a week ago. Okay, relax with
She's had
that.
she had somebody suing her for 6 figures, like, you were gonna come later, okay? Just hold on.
She posted it and she said, "Going to get my check after Gary gets his, LOL."
This is what America has become. Like, is it get ready with me to go and garnish someone's wages? And I think it'll look best with a pencil skirt and a nice boot. It's like, what the fuck? What is happening right now? What are we
Come with
doing?
me. Come with me to go down to court to sue my former employer.
Like, what? Good Lord.
Check.
I know.
No, I love it. But then also, I don't know if you've talked about this already, but then Leva is also being sued for a certain thing, for like a
I have
similar
not.
thing. Oh
Oh,
God.
wow.
This is 2 days ago. Leva Bonaparte and her husband are facing allegations of federal labor violations. That's
Ooh.
serious. The allegations, a former bartender filed the lawsuit alleging the bartenders were forced to share tips with managers and supervisors and that credit card processing fees were illegally deducted. Ooh. Well, good luck with that, Leva.
Oh, goodness. Is she
Yeah.
I also saw rumors, I haven't talked about that either, but I saw rumors that is she out well, okay, wait a minute. What's the status of Southern Hospitality? Is he coming back for another season?
It is supposed to come back, but apparently less and less people who are cast on that show are working at Republic. So like she had fired Mia, right? Who we love. We're like Mia can do no
Oh,
wrong. We love Mia. She still
yes.
continued to be on the show. Everybody hated the fact that she still continued to be on the show because of how amazing she is. So
Right.
she's on the show because she's a bad bitch. And then this
Mhm.
season, I think Joe Bradley left, or this upcoming season, Joe Bradley, and then the other guy, the tiny gay gentleman,
Oh, not TJ. Oh,
TJ.
TJ, okay. Okay,
Yep.
okay, okay. See, I know a little
So
something, y'all.
yeah, so TJ and Joe Bradley no longer work for her either. So yeah,
Oh,
apparently there's a whole thing. Yeah, so yeah, she essentially I think it looks like she like people wrong things were deducted, people were not given their tips, et cetera, et cetera. Like I think they ended up like just breezing through this article. It looks like essentially that she just kept money from her employees. Maybe she pocketed it, maybe she gave it to somebody else. I don't know.
oh no. Lava. Well, assuming the amount, I don't know what it is. Hopefully it's like hopefully it's like Kelly's where you just owe like 2,000 and the rest is like emotional damages that Judge Judy won't give them, but I don't know, Level. We'll see. We'll see it play out, I guess. Goodness.
I still think that girl, Sonia, I mean, hopefully it's Naya, whatever her name is. If she really went to court this week because she didn't get paid from July 8th to the 15th, uh, it's like, it's so funny because it's possible that she worked. I'm literally looking at a calendar, you guys. If she worked July 8th to the 15th, right? And let's say she gets paid every other week, right? Let's say she
Mhm.
joined during a week when people were getting paid for the previous week. So it's possible she worked July 8th to the 15th and then she got paid on the 22nd for 2 weeks. And then now she's
Right.
waiting. It's like, I also worry that we are also existing in a place where people don't understand like how like you get how like pay cycles work. So
Yes.
so like it is today is the 21st while we're recording. The 15th was this past Saturday. So like if the girl went to court and she didn't get
Yes.
paid for like a few days of work, I would just be like, it is going to be hilarious for that court for the court officer or the judge to be like, yeah, you'll get paid. It's fine.
Right. Right. Everyone knows too, when you start somewhere new, you got one or two things that happens. You either get that 1 week check the first time, or
Mhm.
they're like, actually, you won't get paid for 3 weeks, and then you'll start
Mhm.
getting paid
Mhm.
bi-weekly. So
Mhm.
listen, you unlock the new payment cycle. That's all it is. I think you'll get your money. You just
You're
gotta
gonna be
now
fine.
you're gonna be fine. Now, do I think you should go the Bravo garnishment route? Well, maybe wait till like December. Let's focus on getting a new job first, and then because I don't think this amount of money is gonna help any scenario. So I think let's focus on big picture stuff first, and then we'll have that percolating in the background. How about that?
I love the random dollar amount that it was. It was like $18,376.47. And it was like,
Ooh,
okay, what are you trying to
okay,
buy?
right.
Why is that so specific? I don't understand.
She wants a Mazda Miata, so I hope you get it, girl. I hope you
Shoot.
get it.
Oh my God, that's exactly right. She's like, I want to get like a little, a little Honda hatchback or something. And that's it.
Exactly, a
Yeah.
Kia Sophia. My God.
Yes, Sophia.
Heavens. I hope you
Mm.
get it, girl. I'm rooting for you.
I do think it's funny because even if it's like nonsense, it like Atlanta is like I get just excited for Angie to be like, and by the way, after you paid Gary, did you pay Sanaya?
Right, exactly. Angie's probably gonna bring Sanaya on the show next season. Probably gonna sit down with her. What's wrong, baby? You didn't get no money? Oh, I'm
Yeah, yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
She's gonna
Exactly,
give her a
exactly.
Fangie and just send her on her way. I'm like, oh no.
A Fanji that's apparently catching people's hair inside of the fan.
Everyone knows you
Or-
gotta have a ponytail when you wear one of those, okay? You gotta have a ponytail. Oh boy. Do you want to lead us into our Big Brother hot topic before we get into this week of Big Brother?
Yeah. So this week of Big Brother, can we say spoiler alert who got sent home in the top of
Yeah.
the chat?
Yes.
Spoiler
Let's say
alert.
spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Don't be annoying about it, guys. If you haven't watched this week's Big Brother, don't listen to an episode of a podcast that talks about this week's Big Brother. Anyway, this week on
Mhm.
Big Brother, spoiler alert, Camu got evacuated, as Dee said, evacuated out of the building, out of the house.
Yep.
So I don't care for the speed with which people are running to like the articles, like to the journalists and the entertainment, writers
Yeah.
for like interviews.
Mhm.
Like back in
Very
my
fast.
day, you just went to TikTok and made one video saying, "Hey guys, I like love being here. I'll be back soon."
Mhm.
What do you mean Entertainment Weekly did an interview with fucking Camu from
This damn fast. He's
this
still on
fast?
he's still on stage with Julie Chin Moonves. What are you doing?
Yeah, he's literally still on the Paramount lot. Like he hasn't left
Right.
yet. But apparently they did an interview. It doesn't matter what he said in the rest of the interview. It was like gameplay, gameplay, gameplay. But more importantly, the article itself is addressed to say, "Oh, interview with Camu to address the transphobic and anti-drag comments that he made." So
Mhm.
I clicked on the article thinking, "Oh, this is going to be the first thing." Wrong. The very last question they asked him was about
Of
this because
course.
they let him talk about gameplay. The question was, there's one thing I want to give you the opportunity to address. There was a moment a few weeks back where you were sitting with Devins and you saw Drew wearing Mallory's pajamas and you said, quote, "Miss me with the drag stuff, miss me with the women's clothes. I'm still an MMA guy and I have an image to uphold." What did you mean by that, Kimu? Because it came off to many as homophobic and as if that sort of behavior was somehow unacceptable. Now
Mm.
this is Camu's answer. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, no, no, man. With the whole comment, I love Jason. On a personal level, I love Jason. Our games didn't align. So, there was some beef there game wise. But even when he was evicted that night, I felt bad for him. I didn't want to see him crying. I tried to console him a little bit, and he didn't have any of it, which I understand. Emotions were running high. But on a personal level, I love Jason. Okay, pause. Nothing in that question was about Jason.
I was about to
Um,
say, like, well, let's rewind for a second, because what?
And then he said, and Jason and all those guys, they can dress however they want to dress, and that's cool with me. But I also want to be able to dress the way I want to be able to dress and feel comfortable dressing without people putting pressure on me to dress a certain way either. So I love Jason on a personal level, man, and he can do whatever he wants to do. And I just ask for the same respect. That's all. Hey, Kemu,
Loser?
loser.
Mhm.
Loser.
Loser.
They said, "Hey, why did you say the thing about drag?" And he said, "I love Jason."
This one goes out to all my ladies, all my multitasking mamas who need energy to show up at work and at home, all my empty nest explorers who need a little gut health support for the journey ahead. AG1 is the daily health drink designed to support whole body health with over 75 essential nutrients and pre and probiotics, so you can make the most of every day and every decade. Learn more at drinkag1.com.
He basically said, "I got a black friend. What do you mean?"
No, seriously. And
Excuse
then
me?
him saying, like, all I ask is for the same respect. Like, I want to be able to dress how I want but feel comfortable without anybody forcing me to wear something I'm not comfortable with. Who is forcing you to wear something you're not comfortable with? In fact, it was the Big Brother producers that put your ass in a tutu the next
Mhm.
episode. So
Mhm.
What do you mean I don't want to feel any pressure to dress? Miss me with that drag stuff. What are you talking about?
No one
Did
has
some
pressured you. You
Yeah.
you are the least pressured person on the planet. No one in your MMA life, no one in Hawaii, no one is forcing you to dress in drag or to put on a dress, a skirt, anything that you don't want. Like there are certain people in life that just chase oppression. Like they want to be oppressed and traumatized so bad. It's like, what the
So
fuck are
bad.
you talking about? It's not that fun. It's not that fun.
No, and then also like who did somebody put a fucking mascara to your head and say you better go and put a dress on or I'm gonna put this mascara on your eyes? Like what did they
Right.
say? What did they
Right.
say to you? What are you talking about? Drew and Barrett chose to wear sundresses to the tea party that day. You said miss me with that drag stuff and then proceeded later to sit and basically come at Jason, the only gay person in the house.
Mhm.
So outwardly gay person that we're aware of in the house.
Right.
So I think that he's a weirdo. There are times when I think that he does this thing in the house where he did this thing in the house where he'd be like, "Oh yeah, like I love your gameplay. Like I'm just here for the game. Like it's totally done. I'm cool with the game." But then, I'm not a feeds watcher. You're not a feeds watcher.
Mhm.
We got day jobs, unfortunately. We got day
Unfortunate,
jobs
right.
and too
Oh,
much housewives to cover to really
right.
get through. But apparently in the feeds, like he also is talking to like Yash about like how they like Joe Rogan and like oh,
I'm very Yash Yash is such an anomaly to me too because I don't know if it was like the HOH win or what, but boy, that the amount of like B-Rad slang that he has thrown at us this week, I was like, this feels like combative to a point for me, and I'm on my couch. Like, why do I feel attacked? Like everything is just like, my bro, that's my guy right there. That's my bro. That's my big homie right there. I'm like, what's actually happening? Like, why is this the new lingo? I just don't get it. Couple that with okay, someone said I forgot who told me, but someone said that like the haircut he has is that like in style now with I don't know. I'm not of the
apparently,
youth.
Donnie said he went to the pool afterwards and he said multiple dumb young men were wearing it. Now, it's something called a skullet.
Okay, I would like to look that up. Hold on, please. A
A, s-
skullet.
a skullet is where you have a very close cut buzz cut on the front of your head
Oh my god.
with long hair in the back. And let me say something, guys. Let me just say something.
Knock it
It's
off.
no cut that shit out right now.
Cut it out. What is this?
It's
Oh my god.
hideous. It's hideous.
I hate this.
I posted a reel on my Instagram talking about it with Tom from like several weeks ago. By the way,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
talked to
yeah.
Tom about it so many weeks ago, and I just made that reel because like, oh yes, when HOH, like I'll just post it up. And so many people commented being like, "Get with it! It's a cool new haircut for young people." And I was like, "Well, I guess I'm old. I'm okay with
Right.
that.
Gladly.
All right, that's fine." And by the way, here's the thing. I don't Yash's fuck ass hair, that's his problem. A bunch of people also were like, well, Devins has the same haircut and it's not as bad. Devins is not brushing down his bangs, okay? And that's the difference. Yash is brushing down his bangs and then like trimming up the edges of it. You know,
Yeah.
that's the problem with Yash's hair. But like Devin's still not great, by the way. Devin's looks
No.
more like a mullet than a skullet. But yeah, a skullet is a thing. Apparently,
Cut by Yash too, by the way. Like it's not like Devin just like went in the
yes.
bathroom and was like, "Oh, you know what? The youngsters are wearing this style. Let me try to get with it." No, Yash is his barber in that house where they're sequestered from the outside world. He gave him that. He didn't just up and choose like, "Oh, you know what? The young my son, no, that's not what the fuck happened. What's going on? What's
What's going on? What are we
going
doing
on?
here? What is this?
Happening? I
We
don't
got. I don't understand.
I don't I feel like the old man yelling at people to get off his yard, but,
Oh
like,
my God.
I have not seen this haircut in a while, so I don't know what to say about it. I This is very alarming to me.
Kendrick, I'm a week away from the end of my 41st year. Okay. And
Yes.
I cannot tell you how many times I have said just this week alone, quote, I hate to be a person that is yelling at people to get off my lawn. But that is who I feel I am becoming every day.
It
I don't
listen.
understand. I don't understand it. I watch these television shows and I go, am I the problem? Am I old? Am I turning into Vicky Gunvalson? Like, what's
Oh,
going on with
no.
me?
Oh, no. The day see, that's how I know. That's like, what do they call it? The recession indicator right there. The
Yeah.
day I start, like, agreeing with Vicky about anything, that's how I'll know, "Oh, no, I've reached a certain age. I'm retiring from the podcast. I don't wanna be putting that energy out there in the world, okay, at that point.
Yeah.
Y'all got it. I will let y'all
Mm,
have it." Oh,
exactly.
well, Yash, we'll come back to you many a time, but first thing I want to bring up is Haley needs to be a comedian
Mm-hmm.
because she is like nothing can shake her from thinking that she's gonna be America's favorite this week. She's like, "Oh, it just literally has not been my turn. For sure, I'm gonna be the one they vote for." And why does she think that?
I have no idea why she thinks that, but I feel like, okay, so I have a feeling because Angela mentioned this when Haley was HOH.
Mhm.
Angela went to Haley and was like, Haley, do you have a crush on Camus? And
Mhm.
she was like, "No, Angela, like that whole thing is beyond us. Like he just wants to be my friend. That's fine." So me thinks that early weeks of the show, she was trying to crawl up on Camus and he
Yes.
rejected her and then she was sitting in like the misery of it. LOL, because the production said, "No, we're not covering that." So I think that that's why she keeps saying, like, "I've had it really rough, like, nobody has had it harder than me, like, I'm having such a hard time." Also, it could be that, but it could also just be white woman shit, like, white woman shit, her just being like, "Lala is a bully. Lala is the worst person I have ever met. Lala is so cruel. She is the meanest, the
Oh.
most horrible person I've ever met." No. Anytime I've seen any clips of them interacting, Lala straight up like, I have nothing to do with you. And she's like, okay, Lala, she said something like,
Don't be a bully.
don't be aggressive, girlfriend. And I was like, not girlfriend. And then
Oh,
Lala goes, I'm not your girlfriend.
right. Get the name right, boo boo. That's a
Yeah.
She is a weird one. Like Haley, first of all, you're right because I did see a clip where she kind of brushed it off about Kamu, and I was like, "Oh, you thought that something was going to be happening between y'all." But me and Raven, when we last recorded, we had another theory, and we think that she's been having a lot of bad weeks because she had to sit around her best friend Chuck, smelling him all these past weeks because apparently he is fuming and not in the good, not in the angry sense. And I don't like that. Don't like that at all.
I I love that. Okay, hilarious that Kamu came out of the house and then Entertainment Weekly World was like, "Let's talk to you about your gameplay. Also, are you a homophobe?" And then with Chuck, the one clip going around about Chuck is Taylor being like Taylor Hale. Is that her last name? Taylor
Yep.
Hale?
Mhm.
Her being like, "So, Chuck, what's going on with you smelling?" And it just cracked me up because Chuck was like, "I just think that it's really suspicious that they, like, targeted me for, like, that when there's so many other guys in the house." And it's like, "Well, yes, they targeted you because the target of the stank was you. You were the target
Yes.
of the
Yes.
stinky stink."
You don't get
And
to weave
also,
around this one, sorry.
the fact that he just had been, like, walking around all the time with just one layer of clothing on and he smelled like, I watched Big Brother now for only a few, like, 2 years, and I've watched
Mhm.
a few of the previous seasons and stuff, and I always tell myself, like, I feel like I could deal with this. I feel like I could live with a bunch of people like this, like, how much like" No. Kendrick,
Mm-mm.
just on the cleanliness alone is why
Right.
I would be like, you know what? Whoever is HOH, I will rub your feet so that I can go and take a shower in that bathroom because I do not want to share that bathroom. Like this week with
Oh,
Melody being that lady of the latrine, the fact that you had to hang out in the bathroom. Also, Kendrick, is the bathroom carpeted? Ugh.
oh my God. No, I would everything about this living situation, it would drive me up a fucking wall. You know, nothing pisses me off more than somebody that doesn't know they stink. Like, why are you grown and you around me musty? That's crazy. That's crazy. But to have all this other stuff too, like y'all don't want to wash dishes. Y'all want to sit here and walk wet around carpeted bathroom. Y'all want to have me blowing a trumpet every time these damn people got to take a dookie. Like, this is way too much for me. Way too much. Can't do it. I'm
No
good.
way. No way. I think that alone, like I could deal with I could deal with eating the slop. I could deal with
Right.
sleeping in a spinning wheel. I could deal with literally all of it. But the thing that I could not imagine dealing with is shared bathrooms.
Mm-mm.
And
No.
here's the thing, guys. I have dark hair. I've had dark hair my entire life. So when I brush my hair and hair falls down, I can see it and then I clean it up.
Yep.
And you know what I've experienced with people with blonde hair is that they don't know and they don't care because it's not something they can see.
Yep.
So you're
Yep.
walking around, you get out of the shower, can't walk with me here. You get out of the shower, your feet are wet, and you step out, and instead of putting your foot into the slipper, you accidentally touch the ground. And what's attached to your toe? A big wad
Oh.
of blonde hair.
Oh.
My Virgo sensibilities could not. I just can't. I can't.
Mm-mm.
I cannot be in that house. That would be the number one reason why I couldn't go to Big Brother is because it looks like a stinky, dirty time.
And then I'm getting blamed on live feeds because the first blonde person whose name I can remember is Melody, so I blamed all of this shit on her. I'm like, Melody, you got that. And it could be for all I damn know, it could be Lyric or who I don't know who the hell else got blonde hair, but it could be somebody damn else. But whoever the fuck I think of first, that's who getting the blame. And you getting my
Yeah.
rage. Sorry.
Last year, the one guy, what was his name? He was also Polynesian. Big Brother 27 cast. What was
Can't
his
even
name?
remember who. Oh, Polynesian.
Keanu. Keanu.
Keanu. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So Keanu was another one last season. I feel like I remember seeing in the feeds that people were complaining about his like he didn't wear socks or he was walking around barefoot or something.
Mm.
I was like, guys, what's going on with the men? Where is the home training? You know what I mean? Okay,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, oh, I would be on a season of Big Brother if it was all like black and brown people because we get screamed at so much by our mothers about keeping our house clean. But and then I realized Chuck is a Nigerian man. Like, why doesn't he know better? You know, the other
Mhm.
thing is these like meatheads, these like guys are like walking around drinking fucking protein shakes and they've got protein farts.
Oh, no. Oh, there's a lot listen, it's a lot a cacophony of smells and just it's too damn much for me. No. So I'm good.
Mm-mm.
I'll let Donnie curate my Big Brother experiences. I don't need
Yeah.
sorry, CBS, I love you, but I'm gonna watch. I don't need to
Yeah.
participate.
Hmm.
Our first week, so like Sunday, we get Haley thinking she's gonna be America's favorite. Yash wins HOH, and we see that like Dee and Devins want to detach themselves from each other. So they're like, they think they're being so slick. They're like, oh my god, I'm gonna pick you. No, I'll pick you. And so they think they fooled everybody. But Kamu, little do they know, is on a damn mission. He is
Hmm.
like, no, we got to get D ass out of here instead of Haley. Little do he know, but anyway.
Hmm. Hmm.
Haley, Angela, and Dee are the targets, with Dee allegedly as a pawn because Yash is in an alliance with her. Best thing that I think that happened this entire week was that now all of the powers are either
Yep.
used or exposed. And
Yep.
so I'm like, I didn't like the air of mystery around them because I didn't like like they can be pulled out at any time. Now it feels like kind of even playing field. I know people have issues. How do you feel about the BB blockbuster? Like, do you like that aspect of it or don't care?
Yeah.
Or
I like
okay,
it. I like it. I go, okay, sure. Why not? What do I
me
care?
too. I
Uh,
like
it, it adds
we
another layer of something to it because the
yeah.
problem is that The problem with Big Brother, what I've seen different from this season to the past, is that the house is so obviously split up. Like it's so obvious who's going to vote for people that it makes it
Mhm.
a little less fun. You know, like it's like, okay, this
Yeah.
is obviously what's going to happen. So it is important to have the BB blockbuster because it requires them to do a little bit more like if then scenarios in their minds.
Mhm.
So I don't mind the BB blockbuster. I think it's fine.
I'm the same as you. Because I like the aspect of the person that gets blindsided having the opportunity to still pull themselves off. Not because like I don't like the blindside aspect. It's just that I think anything after so long can do a good refresh. And I think the BB Blockbuster is a good way to refresh because you still could get that person out, or they can fight, get off the block, and then they could win HOH and then make your life a living hell for the next
Yeah.
week, which is wonderful for me to watch. So I'm all
Yeah.
about it. I like the BB Blockbuster.
Yeah,
I've
me
seen
too.
people complaining a little bit, but anyway. But now we got these 2 powers, so, like, D, she's running around, she's like, "Oh god, is this really happening?" So now she's kinda figuring out if she needs to do something. Angela is selling her soul to Yash anytime she can, and we see D use this bribe, and he's like, "Well, no, I actually don't want it." But she's like, "Okay, well, instead of me and Angela being safe, what about just me? Fuck Angela, okay? I don't like to let her
Yeah.
know what." And he's like, "Yeah, I'll think about it, but probably not." I talked to y'all will hear this episode very soon, but I talked to some BB house guests of the past, and
Hmm.
they told me that on their season, and I watched the season live like a decade and more ago. I forgot that the bribe was around on their season, and it was for $5,000 then. And I'm like, child,
CBS,
right?
no, no, CBS, please. The fact that CBS is still giving $750,000, has not upped it to $1 million, is really one of the cheapskatiest things in the world. If you guys did less slime during OTEV or whatever, I feel like
Right.
we would be able to supply the $1 million because
Hmm.
no, that is it. Yeah, like it, people I know that they had offered the bribe because I even though I don't watch the feeds, I'm not one of those people that cares if the feed is like if it's spoiled for me during
Right,
the
right,
week.
right,
I
right.
don't give a shit. But I was on Threads and I saw that somebody said like, "Oh, she offered Yash $5,000 and he didn't take it." And I was like, "Yash works, he's a senior analyst. He works for Prudential here in New Jersey. Okay?
Hmm.
He probably already makes six figures.
Yep.
$5,000 in New Jersey, unfortunately, is not getting you a lot because I'm fairly certain that they're going to take taxes out of that, right? It's 5,000, then after taxes, what, 300,
Three.
$3,000?
Right.
And $3,000 in New Jersey, unfortunately, is not getting you a lot. Like, and
No.
fuck Yush because he pisses me off because yes, you're absolutely right. The black scent is worse than ever, but
Ooh,
he is not somebody that needs, he's not strapped for $5,000. And also, he apparently, I saw he has been living at home for like the last few years.
yeah.
And so he's making six figures living at home, doing whatever. The man does not need $5,000. And apparently, in the feeds, Devin said, "What if you offer him a ticket to India? Would he take the bribe then?" I said,
Well, okay. See, that's yet
Devins,
another strike again. Devins, you already tried to curate an all-white alliance. Like, really?
Devin, I get it. You're from Macon, Georgia. Okay, I get it. But Macon, Georgia is famously I have a really, really, one of my best friends lives there. It is a very blue little dot in the middle of very red middle Georgia. Okay,
Mhm, mhm.
knock it off.
Knock it
Okay,
off.
what it people are like, no, it's because like Yash says like he travels a lot. Like Yash has been talking about going to India with his family. Like that's why. So like
Oh,
what if it were what? No. Shut up.
jeez. Devins, this week, I'm telling you, there's been a lot of spotlight put on you, and I fully expected when I posted online, I was like, Devins, the optics of this little alliance you're trying to like create is actually insane. I fully posted that and fully expected like so much pushback in the comments. Literally everybody was like, it's crazy as fuck that like he doesn't see anything like weird about this. And I'm like, oh, y'all are being weirdly rational. I don't like this. But anyway, I literally, I like Devon's okay. That's strike two. That's strike
What I
two.
find really odd about Devins and Dee and Angela is they haven't even tried a little bit. They haven't even attempted a little bit to try to get Taylor and Lala on their side.
Literally. They've gone and like made alliances with every single person in the house except them. And that just is very weird.
I will say besides, like, because they kept calling them the cool kids, Chuck Haley and they kept calling Chuck Haley and Camus the cool kids or whatever. But
Mhm.
aside from them, it's like if they're the cool kids, are Drew and Barrett the losers? Which I think Barrett, by the way, for what it's worth, is fully aware. Barrett is like, no, no, no. Barrett, you know who Barrett reminds me of? He reminds me of Lara Strong. He is just he is just moving about from place
Mhm.
to place, carrying this bone to the next bone, and just being such a fucking weasel and a loser. I was like, oh, Barrett, I had so
Looking
much
for a
hope for
foot.
you. Looking for a foot to jack off to.
Uh-huh.
This one goes out to all my ladies, all my multitasking mamas who need energy to show up at work and at home, all my empty nest explorers who need a little gut health support for the journey ahead. AG1 is the daily health drink designed to support whole body health with over 75 essential nutrients and pre and probiotics, so you can make the most of every day and every decade. Learn more at drinkag1.com.
Goodness gracious. We love a good House of the Dragon reference, okay? Oh my God. Um,
Ew.
so he ends up nominating the exact same people, Haley, Angela, and Dee,
Yeah.
which means he rejected the bribe. So
Mhm,
there's that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought the bribe was gonna be a one and done scenario, but I
mhm.
guess she has this until someone accepts it?
She has it until someone accepts it, yes.
Wow. Okay, well
It's
that's
just $5,000 is just not enough money.
like back when it happened because it happened in season 12. So I'm like,
Uh-huh.
oh, okay. That makes a little sense. I might have been tempted for 5,000 then. Tempting me with 5,000 now is crazy. Like
I have
that's
to see the year.
crazy.
I have to see the year. Big Brother season 12. What year was that? Okay, this
Mhm.
2010?
Yep.
But
Yep.
CBS. CBS, please. Guys,
Okay.
if you were wondering if CBS is a conservative organization or not, first of all, of course it is. Secondly, they don't believe in raising the minimum wage, okay? Because they've been trying to get people for 5G. Please, at least turn that into 10. At least
Right.
10.
I was arguing 25. I'm like, you got to get him something to like they can't resist. Like at least 15. Like, what are we doing?
At
5 is
least add
crazy.
one more zero, please. I beg of you, because that's
Heck of you.
crazy. $5,000.
My goodness. We get to Wednesday, and Dee and Angela are both crying because they're on the blog. Kamu is cockier than ever, and he wants Dee the fuck out of there. Yash keeps saying that, well, now, I kind of want Dee gone because she mentioned Drew's name, apparently. And what he says is, you're not going to target my dog. And I said, okay, well, that happened. So,
You said, "Okay, I don't know why people in Edison, New Jersey are talking that way, but okay."
but all right, clarity. Okay. So, at this point, everybody in the house is just making alliances. Like, I
Yeah.
can't keep up with it. It's so silly, and Devins is literally in every single one of them. I think it was Raven that said that Devins and Dee are in that house just having the best time of their lives. Like,
They're
literally just
really there.
summer
They
camp. Like,
are.
they're truly having a ball. And
Like,
he's just
when they switched the Haley lyric vote, one of the funniest things about that was when they were in the kitchen talking about it, Devins and Dee said at one point, "Why are we listening to them? We could do whatever we want. So why are we listening to them?" And because I think that is important, right? I think when
Mhm.
I started watching the show, I asked Donnie, I was like, "Why, if you don't like somebody, why don't you just vote against them?" Like, I don't understand why everybody has to vote with the house, right?
It wasn't always like this. I hate it so much.
It's so boring when everybody votes,
Yeah.
and because this whole thing of like, oh, if you vote against the person that the HOH wants out, then like if you vote, to keep the person that the HOH doesn't want, whatever. If you vote against the HOH's desires, then you're gonna be on the block next if the HOH alliance goes up, right? But like, I
Mhm.
don't know. I think that's so corny. I think that's not fun. It's not exciting. Like, it's really stupid. I
Yep.
am not a fan of it at all. this whole thing of like, like if if you vote against the main house, add some friction. I want to see a 5-4 vote. Like I want to see people on pins and needles wondering because every single time eviction episode, it's like 6 people go in, and then Julie's like, unfortunately, with 6 votes, so and so is gonna go home. But let's see what the rest of the house does. I don't give a shit what the rest of the house does. It doesn't matter
Right.
anymore, Julie.
It doesn't matter. And plus, I know that you gave me all of the other votes to keep it quote unquote suspenseful before that. So why do you think
Yeah,
they let Lala go first? They're like, Lala, go and cast your vote. Yeah, because she's the one vote for Kamu. So
exactly.
not gonna happen.
Hmm.
He's under just making alliances, and now he's starting to mull over. He's like, okay, this D shit is real. I should maybe use the diamond power veto. What did you think? Obviously, we get to it. He's going to use it, but what did you think of this? Because for me, I think it's actually crazy that he wouldn't just try to like actually fix the votes or let her try to win BB Blockbuster, and he didn't keep this prize for himself. Like, I don't know if it was a I think this one had a restriction on it, right? Like, it was only good for so many weeks, if I remember
Oh yeah, I think he
correctly.
has like 6 weeks to use it or something. Hold on, let me see.
Okay.
Diamond power of veto. How
Mhm.
many weeks? Okay. He had 6 weeks, but I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means that.
Real weeks or Big Brother weeks, right?
Yeah, like what does that mean? What
Right,
does that mean? Okay, let's see. He has it. Yeah, he can use it for during. He can use it for up to 6 weeks. But I don't know which week we're on right now. Since then, maybe it's been like 3 weeks since then. Because if you think about it,
right.
Angela got it first, then Devin got it. So
Mhm.
Angela, I'm assuming, got it week 2. Then Devin's got it week 3.
Yep.
Then D got it next. D got a power next. Mallory's got a power and Melody. So it's only been 3 weeks since Devin's got that power.
So
Here's
I
the
would've
thing.
hung on to it a little longer.
I would too. Now, what I hear about Devins from the Survivor area is that Devins is apparently a deeply, deeply loyal person on Survivor. Like he's
Okay.
extremely loyal to a fault, but that's why Devins has never won anything on Survivor before.
Mm.
And so what I think is going to happen here, which is like hilarious, is that this dummy used it on D, and guess what?
Oh,
You're
boy.
that's how you lose the game. Is like you're
Yeah.
going to end up it's going to be the last week that you could have used the power of veto for yourself. You're going to get put up and then you're going to get taken out because you're an idiot because you keep going with your heart and that's why you keep losing these damn games.
Because truly now it could be I get it, like, for me, the viewer, it's fun to watch, like, all the chaos that they're keeping up in house. But from a game perspective, you literally have, like, all it takes is a Lala or a Taylor win for HOH, which we've seen isn't impossible because, one's won veto and one's won HOH, so definitely not impossible. Or all it takes is this little four-person alliance that you brought in to create the oh so powerful all white alliance, and they want to turn you against you at any point too because they want to keep themselves to the finals. So I don't understand what the ultimate goal. I don't know. Maybe it's just chaos or I don't know. Then
I think that as the numbers go down, the icons are realizing that there's only 3 of them. There's
yeah,
only 3 of them and they have Barrett. They have Barrett by his mullet.
yeah,
They got him by the
yeah.
mullet.
It's curly little mullet. Yeah,
His curly mullet. They've got him by his Laris clubfoot. Like they
yeah,
have him. And Drew, because they put Drew on the line once already for stepping out because he was like buddies with Melody or whatever. I think they
Mhm.
think like, oh, Drew's not going to leave us now. But now with Haley, all we have left in the house is Haley, Lala, Taylor, Mallory, Melody, Drew, and Barrett. That's
Yep.
7 people, and the other 3 are the icons. So
Mm.
the icons now have Barrett and Drew, but I don't think they really have Melody and Mallory because during
No.
their discussions, they were like, at the end of the day, Camus sucks, but he is the chances of him throwing us under the bus are less likely than the icons. Icons will happily throw us under the bus. Mallory was put up on during D or Devin's HOHs. So like why would
Mhm.
she what?
And I have to imagine too. Like I don't know. I all this is very weird, but Devon's D and Angela, I have to imagine that in terms of all the other people, it's like, okay, we saw Angela first week not win anything. She got a punishment. But now that we see that D has something, or we've heard about it because everyone hasn't seen, but
Mhm.
we've heard D has something and we know what it is. And now we've seen Devins, in the most theatrical way possible, use his power. We now know that there's nothing else they can possibly pull out of their bag. So to me, knowing that people got sent in, I would have automatically assumed like, oh, the icons got the first 3 weeks. So
Yeah.
until we flush those out, I can understand people being afraid to make big moves. In my mind, from here on out, it should be swing after swing. Because if you're not
Yeah.
like taking the biggest risk, there's no need. What the hell are you waiting for? Now the powers are gone. Now they're exposed. Now you gotta attack the damn icons. Otherwise, what you
Yeah.
done?
Yeah, I will say this. I think that Yash and Taylor are the only ones that are actually thinking strategically. I
Yeah.
think that they're the only two that are like, okay, let's just do the fucking math here, guys. It's very straightforward. And also, I saw in the feeds because spoiler alert, I already know who won HOH for next week. Did you see who won HOH next week?
I didn't. I did not see.
Okay, then
Will I
I'm
be
not gonna talk.
happier?
Then I'm not gonna
Okay.
talk about it.
I guarantee when
I'm
I
gonna
get on
keep.
threads right after this, it's gonna pop up.
It's gonna show up right away.
Yep.
That's right. It is.
Uh-huh. Oh gosh, you're right about Yash and Taylor. I too feel like are the main two playing strategy. Yash unfortunately just always finds himself on the other side because like a quick change happened. Because he's like, oh, I'm in power with these guys right now, and then literally after every vote, he's like, okay, well, I'm back by myself. And I think at this point, he just needs to go and be like, okay, I need to get with Lala, I need to get with Taylor, and maybe bring like 2 other people in and just ride it out with them. Like, I don't know why everyone is like so icon focused that you need to kind of think for yourself at this point. I'm not
Yeah,
getting it.
exactly. Exactly.
We got a melted grimace as Oteb this time, and and Yash pulls the victory out again. He didn't just win HOH, but now he's the three-peater. He's got that
Hmm.
blockbuster, he's got HOH, and he's got veto under his belt. So he's
Hmm. Hmm.
a real comp beast. I know that's right. Devins is now like, okay, I'm probably gonna use this damn we'll do whatever. And not only that, all you Negroes gotta go. I'm forming this all white alliance. So we see the all white alliance get formed. And he's literally
Wait,
no
what
person of
was
color.
Oh, wait, what was it? So D was like mad at Yash because Yash threw away some, what are they? It's like Hammerhead Shark Alliance or something. It's like some
Right.
dumbass
Some
name.
goofy shit. Right.
It was like Camel, Yash, Devins, and D, and it was like the I don't know, Dude Bros Alliance or something.
Right. All
I
I
don't know
remember is
what the fuck it was.
there was a tool shed, a
There's a
red
tool
corner
shed, red corner. There
for
was
the
okay
people. I don't know. It's all stupid.
for the American people, FAP. Do you know what FAP means in the rest of the country?
Oh, yes, I do.
I'm like, okay, so it's an alliance of jerk offs. Like, are you guys
Right.
aware? I don't think that these young people are aware. First of all, I don't think any of them were born before September 11th, 2001. Okay.
Nope. Nope.
None of them. And I don't
Mm,
think that they know what fapping about means. So it is
exactly.
hilarious that they're called For the American People. And I was like, you're an all white alliance called For the American People. I know you are fucking lying
Gotta
because that's
be.
crazy. But then, yeah, there was this like, I don't know what it was. It was like a dumb name. I keep saying, my head literally keeps going to Hammerhead Shark because that has to be,
See if I can find it.
yeah, like the sledgehammers or something stupid like that. And so she was mad that like Yash broke the alliance by putting D up, even though he kept telling D like, "Oh, you're just a pawn. Like you're not gonna be. I don't really want you to go down or whatever." But
Right.
I was happy for Yash. I was happy that he was able to get that power of veto, whatever. But then, yeah,
Mhm.
Devon's made this alliance of it's that Devon's D'Angela, Drew Barrett, Mallory, and Melody. That's what that alliance is. And the rest of
Okay.
the house is Haley, Taylor, Lala, Yash, Kemna. And that's
Heavens.
pretty much it.
That's it.
That's what Devin, and then they said we're gonna call ourselves the Mosh Pit.
All
Hmm.
right.
Mhm.
Listen. Yash decides he's not going to use the power of veto. And then Devins jumps up. He said his veto ceremony has only just begun. And he brings down D and he puts up Kamu. After bringing up, what did he say? The ghost of Jeff Probst?
He said
So
the ghost. Yeah. Did
did
he
he
kill
kill
him?
that man? Right.
Did he kill? Did he kill that man? I was like,
Heavens.
fairly certain Jeff Probst is still with us, but I guess not.
Okay.
Has he been like a hologram this entire time? Like you just have him,
Right.
they just have him zoomed in like AI? Like what's going on here?
Very odd. I don't know what was going on,
Maybe he
but
meant to say the spirit of Jeff Probst, which would be
there
fine.
we go.
But
There
the
we go.
ghost?
Actually, you know what? Okay, yeah, because it's the spirit of Christmas. What is it? A ghost of Christmas past or the
It is the
spirit of
ghost of
Christmas?
Christmas. It's the
Okay,
ghost of
perfect.
Christmas.
Yes,
Yeah.
then spirit
The spirit of Christ is what compels us. That's the
yes,
one. And
there
that's
we
from The
go.
Exorcist. Yeah. The spirit
Then
of
that
Jeb's Pros. Yeah. He
has
said
compelled him.
he said, Jeff Probst, you dead.
Yash was just looking like, what's happening right now? They did it. They did. He got D down. D is ecstatic as ever. Kamu goes up. He doesn't seem too worried though. He's like, no, I'll
Mhm.
just talk my way out of this week. I'll win BB Blockbuster, whatever happens. He tries to rally the votes. I don't know if he was successful in it or not, but all I know is Angela pulled off. I literally did not
Mhm.
even count Angela in this competition. And maybe silly of me because for some reason when I think Angela, I just think of her immediately falling off of that wall and screaming during the wall
Mhm.
comp. So I just also and Kendrick, you can relate
I
because I would not
was
be
just gonna say, me too.
I would not be up there very long, so I get it.
My strategy if I was in the BB house would be these three things. One, I'm a really good cook, so I would try to cook for
Yes.
everybody, okay?
Hmm.
Two, I would insist on having, like, group chats. Like, I would if somebody got one-on-one with me, I would be like, "I don't really like it when we just talk one-on-one." Like, I would just say, "I
Right.
don't really like that." And I would insist on doing group chats only. I would insert myself in groups constantly to be like,
Yes.
you are never gonna catch me talking to one single person alone. And then the
Mm-mm.
very last thing for me would be just giving up on competition constantly. Physical
Right.
competitions, I would be like, "Nah, I just can't do this.
Mm-mm.
Sorry." I
They're like,
would
she's not a threat.
I would throw competitions constantly, and then they would be like,
Mhm.
"She's just here to for the laughs." And
The
every week I would
vibes,
just
you
be
know.
like every week I would be like, "Honestly, guys, if you wanna put me up, you can. I mean, I miss my kids. I'm just here for a good time." Or whatever.
Right.
I would make myself seem like nobody really Nora's not really a threat. That's what I would do, and she cooks really well.
Exactly. She's here for the vibes, and we like the
Yeah,
vibes, so
exactly.
we'll
Exactly.
leave her here. No, that's a great strategy. And I love that number 2 was basically the Giselle Bryant, "I don't wanna be alone with your husband," strategy, and you know what? I'm
Yes.
here for it. I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
exactly, exactly.
Angela stuns and she gets a win. Everyone's excited. So now it's Kamu and Haley that remain on the block. They go to do the eviction, and Lala is the only person that votes to keep Kamu. Listen, Lala said, one thing about me, when it's up, it's stuck. Okay. So
That's
she,
right.
she does
Exactly.
not see it for Haley, and she never will. So they got Kamu out of there. Kamu went right out there, talked to Julie, and got the hell on. So there's that. How are you
Yeah.
enjoying Big Brother so far?
I love it. Now I know that some of the original fans of Big Brother are really, really upset. Like, I love Rupert Z.
Every
Baxter. I
season.
think he's so
Oh,
funny. But he keeps just talking about, like, how this whole thing is rigged and all that stuff. And I'm like, and it might be, but the thing is that say what you want, the icons are doing the only thing, right? Like, as much as annoying as
hmm,
it is that they keep winning stuff, it is also true that the icons are they're actually doing something. That Haley's HOH lyric voting out, that was something that happened, right? This
right,
power of veto thing that's happening, it's something that's happening. The switching around of alliances, it's something that is happening. And I actually do prefer that because I hate when Big Brother just becomes like a numbers game where like, oh, every week we know who's
right.
going to get voted out because whatever. I don't think that that's fun. Now, what I will say is
Uh,
I don't care, CBS, for the fact that nobody besides the icons have gotten any powers.
that part.
Now,
So
and
when Taylor, okay, because we
Taylor
put
this week
We
Yes.
putting in there, her ass better. Now, look, y'all, I haven't confirmed anything. I'm just saying that's who all the people told me they would go vote for. Okay, so when Taylor
Yeah.
ass goes in there, I need her to get a prize, and I need to. It gotta be a damn good prize too.
And I will say this, I'm not gonna complain if Taylor doesn't go in there because I don't vote. So, because I don't
Right.
vote, I don't have the right to complain. If I really, really wanted Taylor to win, I would get my ass up, I would download the application, and I would vote for her a million times. But I'm not
Yep.
doing that because
Uh-huh.
because I'm also watching a television show. I'm gonna
Yeah.
let it play out, okay? I'm gonna let it play out.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's my.
And let's
Listen,
say
I'm right with
l
you.
let's say that for some reason they got these 3 icons out of the house, right?
Uh-huh.
What would we be doing for the rest of the time here?
That's the thing. It takes they almost have to put like returners in there because it takes so long for other people to actually start playing the game. Everyone is
Yeah.
so afraid for so long that they have to like wake up and be like, "Oh my God, we're getting picked off one by one. I actually need to take a swing." But it's like, well, yeah, but they've been having fun this whole time picking y'all's asses off. Why does nobody want to
Exactly.
play? Like, I get it. I'm
Exactly.
the same way. I say every week, I'm like, okay, how did they get the best power? How did they like? I hate that kind of stuff, but I'm like, well, y'all can still do something, but you got Barrett's ass running back to tell them every time they're plotting against them. So it's very weird. So hopefully y'all get off your asses and actually play instead of
Yeah.
being concerned that the icons are gonna win. Get y'all ass off the couch, get out the pool, take your ass up there and actually play the game. Okay, that's all. Like the only advice I can give you.
Okay, I have a quick question.
Yes.
I've noticed that Haley is wearing that flannel around the house all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder, did we by accident think that Chuck was the stinky one when it was actually Haley because she's been wearing that damn flannel no matter what?
I could, and that kind of material, it holds funk, so I can believe that. Now I can believe that. Okay, you know what? They might have been just a musty ass duo. That might have been what it was. They were just around that house, just funking shit up. And while we thinking that people don't like them because they got funky attitudes, it's just funky bodies. That's it.
I cannot stop thinking about what I would do if I was in a Big Brother house with a smelly person.
Oh my God.
Kendrick, I would take myself out. I would say
Yeah.
production, I call it quits. I can't handle
Right.
it.
Can't do it.
I will
My
literally
mental health is being affected by this. I have to
I
go.
will I will hang myself in the bathroom if we don't get me out because
Get the fuck out of here. I need to
I
leave. I hate it
I
here.
you don't wanna see me with a butter knife around this house because these wrists are very juicy,
They're
okay?
delicate, okay?
They're delicate, okay? You do not wanna see me doing that on the feast, okay? You could not cut to
Mm-mm.
the aquarium fast enough if you don't get me out of this house because somebody smells like a fucking sponge that's been sitting on the
Exactly.
counter for weeks, okay?
Oh my God. Somebody said I know why Haley's attitude has been bad this whole time. It's because she's been smelling a turtle tank this entire time. And I'm like, well,
Well,
mm,
that's probably it.
tragic.
Who are your top 2?
Ooh, my okay. I actually think D will probably go very far. I
Mhm.
think she is when they think of the icons, I think Angela is very non-threatening, but I think probably a blow up will probably land her on the block again. But I think D with that bribe, I do think that somebody broke enough to probably want that 5,000. So I can see it. I can see it still
It's
being.
gonna be Melody.
I was gonna say Melody or Barrett. One of those two. They
Yeah,
give
those
me.
2.
I
Mhm.
need that right now. What did TT
Okay.
saying? Set it off. I need this money. Okay, so let her have it. And along with her, I mean, listen, I'm a Lala and Taylor apologist. Okay,
Me
everything
too.
about I'm just rooting for them the long way. So I'm team women. I'm team Lala Taylor and probably D because I feel like D is gonna strategize her way into at least into jury for sure.
This one goes out to all my ladies, all my multitasking mamas who need energy to show up at work and at home, all my empty nest explorers who need a little gut health support for the journey ahead. AG1 is the daily health drink designed to support whole body health with over 75 essential nutrients and pre and probiotics, so you can make the most of every day and every decade. Learn more at drinkag1.com.
Yeah, for sure. I do think where where Devins and Dee will probably end up losing is, once we start getting into competitions that are about things that have happened in the house, that is
Yeah.
when Dee and Devins are not going to survive because that is not a
Mm-mm.
part of Survivor at all. Survivor doesn't play like that. So
No.
this whole Survivor's like what, a 2-week game or something? It's a 2-week game, right? Or a 3-week
You know,
game?
I have no idea. That's a blind spot for me. I only ever like watch random episodes of Survivor. I've never watched the whole season.
Okay, hold on. How long does Survivor film for? They filmed for 26 days total. So that's a very short
Oh
time. It's a
wow.
very, very short time. So that's another thing Devins, I think, said during one of the confessionals or something. He was like, if this was Survivor, I would have played the game and been home by now already. Like I've been away for so long? So
Right.
I do think that that's where these guys will lose it, and that's where they're
Mhm.
going to still need to keep Angela around because Angela is helpful with stuff like that because Angela's played Big Brother before. But like when it starts to be things like knowing how long people have been here, whatever, tell. I can tell that Taylor has been sitting to the side doing little training exercises in her own
Mhm.
mind of what happened in what day. Today is this day. I know that she's been doing it, and I know she's
Yep.
keeping Lala around as a little bit of like a protection. But I'm not gonna lie, I didn't love that Lala, Camus, and Taylor were doing this a faith-based alliance. I said, "Ugh."
Yeah, and Kamu has been when he for some reason when he started talking to Julie and quoting Bible verses. I love when Julie Chen does it. When he did it to her, I was like, "Hey, knock that shit off." I don't know why this feels yucky to me. Like you of all people doing it, I don't like this.
Well, let's talk about his speech before the
Yes.
eviction. Okay, Haley's speech, very straightforward, whatever.
Mhm.
Camo, he got up there, he said, I don't know what he said in the beginning. Oh, he said some Bible verses. Then he was like, oh, by the way, if anybody thinks I'm a threat, I've lost twice to women in their 50s. I was like, oh, LOL, that is true. Good for you. That's a good point to
Mhm.
go. And then he said some shit about if you are a single woman, go slide into my DMs with coconuts if you're serious about marriage.
Hmm. Mm.
I hate it. I hate it because also, like, a few weeks ago, he was in his confessional, he was like, "Frankie Grande, tell your sister I said
Oh,
hi."
brother. No,
No.
get
No.
out of here. And first, there are
Yeah.
gonna be a lot of toothless women in his DMs. I can already tell right now. So, whatever you
There are.
attract, whatever you attract, you deserve. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
You made a good point, though. This will be the last thing I say about it, but you made a really good point. I think you're right. That's going to be their downfall because there's a lot of stuff that's so ingrained in Big Brother culture that people going on the show, they know to do. They know to
Yeah.
study. So them, every time something happens, like Lala, like you said, she's probably like, okay, this is happening on day 15. This is
Yeah.
the, and always repeating that stuff in their head. So when they get to these challenges, it'll be a breeze for them. So they better hope that there are people still aligned with them close enough to win this damn HOH. Otherwise, that ain't gonna happen.
No, no. If they keep doing competitions that require physical stuff, then I do think that D is gonna win and all that stuff, but
Yeah,
we are getting to a point where we don't really have any comp beasts left. I think the compiest beast of it all outside of D is Haley and I guess Josh, but
yeah,
that's about
yeah.
it.
That's
That's
it.
it. Mhm.
Heavens. We'll see how it plays out. Goodness gracious. Oh, this is great. I
Mm.
needed this therapy of Big Brother chat with you because what a week. What a week. Do you want to go first? Tell everybody where they can find you, support you, love you.
Yeah, you can find me, love me, support me, pick me, choose
Pick me.
me at The Reality Is Pod on Threads and on Instagram. And you could support me on the Patreon for $10 a month. You'll get ad free. You'll get House of Dragon recaps. You'll get video content. And so you can go over there, patreon.com/, The Reality Is Pod. And otherwise, you can just find me ever a podcast I heard.
Same here. Look for me everywhere. Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeart, all of the places. I am the I Cannot with Kendrick Tucker podcast. That's
Yes.
IKEN not with Kendrick Tucker podcast. Follow me on Instagram and Threads, especially Threads. That's where I have a lot of fun. At with Kendrick Tucker. Come back every Saturday. I drop these Big Brother episodes and we talk about Bravo. Go follow Nora. She's dropping episodes all throughout the week. She's talking about a little bit of everything. Raheel joins her. They have them a
Mhm.
good time, okay? It's always some good stuff. And a lot of the people that come over here, they go over there too. So you can
Mhm.
always find our friends a little bit everywhere. So go and support, go and find, go and love. Everybody, I got good stuff coming up this upcoming week, and I hope you come along for the ride. Whoo, I'm gonna go eat that amazing food I talked about
Oh my god!
earlier.
Oh my god! Mr. Kendrick's noodles or whatever it was called.
Exactly. I prefer to call them Big Kendrick,
Big
not the little
Ken,
ones
not
noodles.
the little ones noodles.
Uh-huh. There we go. I'm about to tear them up too. I'm about to tear them up. Bye, guys.
Bye.